Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Josh. First time I actually ever took the kayak out here, so it should be a good time. I saw some birds here like a few weeks ago when I was out here. We had a pretty big fire though, and I wasn't able to come out here because I had it closed for a couple weeks, but we're out here now. So if you guys enjoy hunting, camping, outdoors type content, consider subscribing. All right, got everything kind of situated. I got the little spread right here. I had some ducks fly over a few minutes ago. I saw some geese sit right here in all this. That way you got the sun coming in and spreads right in front of me. I'm pretty pumped with the kayak. It's a New Canoe Frontier 12 in the Bottomlands edition. These ducks keep circling me. I don't know where they went. There's some ducks straight out over there in the water. I know this is where they've been feeding at because I've been out in this little spot like a few different times. Being that this is the first time I've ever taken a kayak out, I've ever been to this spot, I've ever laid out a decoy spread. This is like a whole learning process for me. One thing I want to stress on my channel is that you're not going to learn anything unless you go out and do it yourself, you know? I have a lot of great friends that kind of lead me in the right direction, give me tips and tricks when it comes to duck hunting. Before I came out, I was super nervous. I mean, I even got up at like 2:30 this morning. You know, just the kind of anxiety of doing all this, you know, like I've never loaded up my kayak before. I've never tied it down. I've never taken it with me. I've never been out here on the water. This is like a bunch of firsts for me. I hope that that gives you guys, you know, the motivation and the confidence to be able to go out and do this on your own, you know, without going out and trying it. At some point you can have really good mentors, but they can't hold your hand all the time. You know what I mean? I probably sound terrible calling and whatnot as well, but you know, you gotta try that and work on that and practice that as well. Don't make fun of me with my calling. I'm a noob. I got real ducks coming in over to the right. Oh geez, I got stuck. Well guys, it literally took me 30 minutes to get from there over on that little island back because the mud was so thick. I was chasing some birds and that just wasn't a good idea. For me today, it was more just getting familiar with how to do this on my own, set up a decoy spread, take the kayak out, load it up, unload it. I'm gonna pick up these decoys and get us launched on the kayak. Gun put away. Just ready for the camera. I think we're set to lunch. Make sure I got my trash. Yep. Everything's cleaned up. Back to the truck. Probably the biggest thing I like about this kayak is its stability. Dude, this thing is just so stable. All right, I put myself specifically right here so that the birds wouldn't see me. All right, everything looks cleaned up. Isn't it just so pretty out here though? A lot of people are like, where do you hunt in Arizona? Right here, baby. I mean, when there's birds. For my starters, I think this went good. Oh, shoot. I'm stuck on a... I am stuck right now, dude. On a log or something. Oh, I didn't plan on this. There we go. I can't even see that. Oh, there it is. Man, I couldn't even see that thing. That sucked. I hit the panic button for a minute there, I'm not even gonna lie. Another thing I need to do too is figure out how I'm gonna get this GoPro set up for when I fish. So I got that little deal right there because I noticed when I was paddling over here, I actually had it sat right there and it just got buried in water. So having that thing sit up there is gonna be a lot better. Everything also that I use, hunting gear wise and all that stuff, I'll put a link in the video's description so you're able to see exactly what I use. If you need a hunting kayak, something rated for like a dog, I highly recommend this Frontier 12. The weight capacity on this thing is just stellar. I'm gonna have to do this a few times too to kind of get an idea of how to do this, but boy, I love having a kayak, man. Even if it's just to go out here and, you know, not even during hunting season, it's just beautiful. Those people were really nice. They parked right next to me. They're fishing. I actually had a bit of a problem putting this kayak on the kayak cart. It fell off. And he was really cool, man. I didn't even ask him for help, you know, being a dude. But he immediately came over and was like, here, man, let me give you a hand. My stubbornness. But then, you know, automatically I'm like, hey, dude, thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. Fun fact. So when I first moved out here and started doing waterfowl, I couldn't have come at like the worst time trying to learn how to waterfowl hunt because they weren't dumping water in here. And actually, if you go back in my videos, I have a video where I first came out here and there you can literally walk across the water. The water is deep now. I don't know the depth. I mean, I want to say it's a good maybe 6 to 8 feet. Ducks Unlimited. They have a pump over here now, so they've been feeding this with the river, which is good. One thing you got to get used to on any boat, new source of water, is learning how the water is. And I was actually pretty much in the middle back there, but I got stuck on a branch And that would have sucked, dude, if I had to get out of the kayak to somehow free that. I just nudged myself out, but I figure it's safer going in the middle because boats come through here. And for you noobs, the middle of the water is the best lane of traffic for boats, kayaks. It's the deepest point of the water. That was a smart move. And thank goodness that freaking branch did not get stuck in the scupper hole or something like that. That would have been a pain in the rear, especially because I have a camera with me. I would have had to abandon ship. So I'm just trying to pay attention, you know, to what's in front of me. And I couldn't see that log though that was in the water. You couldn't see it, it was under the water. So some fishermen. And the launch is over here. Try to stay out in the middle so we don't go in their line. A little cruising speed, although I'll tell you what, my arms are tired, man. I for sure want to get that 2.5 outboard motor for this thing. And I did call ahead of time. Some of these little spots you can't have outboards on, but I called US Fish and Wildlife and they cleared it this spot. They can have bass boats or considering I'm doing this in freaking waders and a freaking hunting jacket, I think I'm doing good. Now I'm gonna aim for the right side because that's actually where I did it the first time. Because when I bring the kayak cart down here, it's easier just to pull this thing right there. Boom. Here we are, peeps. All right, my friends. I am loaded up here. Got the kayak all situated. That's gonna wrap up today's video. Fortunately, you know, we didn't get any ducks, but hey, that's all right. Have been following the channel. I did get my first duck. I went with a buddy, so I didn't film it. I'm not actually sure how much of the duck content I'm actually going to film, just because out of respect for my local hunters out here, I don't want to give away sites and spots. As I mentioned earlier in the video, anything that you guys are interested that I have purchased, check the link in the video's description for everything that I talked about from the gear that I use. So I want to give a huge shout out to Ducks Unlimited for everything that they continue to do as far as providing opportunity for conservation in the state of Arizona. And all the firefighters that were here a few weeks ago fighting this wildland fire. Thank you so much, guys, for all your hard work, all the hours that you guys put into doing your cleanup, cutting down trees and whatnot. We appreciate you and all the state and federal agencies that contributed to that. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, we'll see you guys on the next hunt. Thanks for watching.